let's talk a bit more about the broader context of this song in the 1830s and in Donizetti's 1830s specifically. So was it a happy time for him? I mean, you've already said it was a very productive time, but was he happy?
I think when his wife was alive.
So they got married in 1828, I think. Yeah, Virginia.
They had basically 10 years together before she died in 1837. And I think although he was traveling a lot of the time, he was someone who was immensely concerned about sort of domestic security in some ways. It's very interesting. You see his letters. Whenever he writes a letter to a friend, he says, "Saluta me," and greet for me, and then huge numbers of names. It's extremely one of the great biographical problems to find out who all these people were. He's naming, but he names sometimes 2-3 lines of people. He's got a kind of social network, which was enormously important to him, and. He traveled around. He had close friends in a lot of the major Italian cities where he traveled, but then he came back to his wife, and when she died, then that was broken in some way, and he couldn't recreate it on his own. And after she died, as we mentioned in the first episode, it was really he was just looking to leave Italy. I think it was the end.
But before that, when things were still good, am I right in thinking he was actually made director of the Royal Theatres in Naples? He wasn't just writing lots of operas himself. He was actually technically had a sort of admin role.
Yeah, he was a sort of administrator. I'm not sure how it was.
Was he any good?
It was.
Did he have time?
It was partly honorary, I think. I mean, the impresarios were basically running the season in those days, but he would have some kind of say in the repertory that was chosen, and possibly in the singers. It was a fairly loose organisation, but it was certainly a position of honour. That he had, and he
Rossini
took that quite seriously.
Had done similar things as well. I mean, in Paris
before.
and
so
Naples.
it was sort of, you might say it was reciprocal prestige. He had the prestige of this title, and Naples had the prestige of having him in that.